Hello students, today we are going to be going over 4.1, Introduction to Proportions. This is page 90 in your green packet. Our objective today, I can identify ratios that are proportionate. And our vocabulary is a proportion, two or more, the word is ratios, like ratios can be considered fractions that are equal to each other. To determine if two ratios are proportionate, or to see if two fractions are equal, we multiply the first numerator. Do you remember what numerator was? So that would be the top number in fraction by the second denominator. So DENOMINATOR. And that's the bottom number in the fraction. Okay, so if I had 1/2 equals 2/4, okay, I would take the first numerator and multiply it by the second denominator. So 1 times 4. Then I would multiply the first denominator, that's down here, the bottom number again, DENO, denominator, by the second numerator. Just remember, numerators on top, denominators on the bottom. Okay? So then I would say 4 equals, and then the first denominator multiplied with the second numerator. 2 times 2 is 4. So 1/2 is equal to 2/4. They are proportionate. So if the solutions are equal, they are congruent. Okay, next we're going to work on some practice here. Determine if the ratios are proportionate. So you need to make sure you have your handy dandy calculator ready. So again, the first numerator times the second denominator. So 12 over 64 and 6 over 32. So I take my handy dandy calculator and I go 12 times 32. 384. Okay. Then I take my second one, 64 and 6. So I take 64 times 6, 384. So if I get both answers the same, then I can say that these two, 12 over 64 and 6 over 32, are proportionate. Okay, then we go on to the next one. 9 times 82, so 982. So we say 82 times 9, 738. and see if that is equal to, my second one is going to be 16 and 46. So I go 16 times 46, 736. So are those two equal? No. So they're not proportionate. Okay. So we can pause the video and have you do 3 and 4, or we could just plow through and do number 5 and 6, the one with fractions and decimals. So there's nothing to be scared about with the 5 and 6, with the decimals, and want to make sure that glare doesn't get right in the way. Decimals and decimals here and fractions here, nothing to be scared of. We still just say, okay, 1/4 times 1. Well, that's easy. That's going to be 1/4. Now we have to see if it equals the other one, which is 6/12 and 1/2. So I take my handy dandy calculator, 6 ABC 12 times 1 ABC 2, 1/4. So do they equal? Why, yes, they do. So they are proportionate. And you circle proportionate and you move on. Okay, same with decimals here, where we simply just multiply using the calculator. So do not be scared of decimals or fractions, because all you have to do is know how to enter them in the calculator, and then that's easy. So we go 0.75 times 3.75. Okay. 2.8125. Okay, there's nothing to be scared about. We just wrote out the numbers. Next, we say 2.5. Okay, so 2.5 times 0.85. Make sure you put the numbers in correctly. 2.125. Are these two numbers the same? Nope, so you circle not proportionate. Okay. Next. Okay, on page 91, we're going to do story problems. We create a word fraction, write two ratios with like units. I think we've been doing this a little bit in our starters. Check to see if the ratios are proportionate. Okay, so determine if these ratios are proportionate. Number 7, at a store you can buy 1 can of fruit for 75 cents. So I'm going to put 1 can fruit over 75 cents. And I'm going to see if that's equal to 8 cans of fruit for $6. Okay, so then I'm going to go, again, we're going to multiply the first numerator times the second denominator. 1 times 6, that's easy. Okay, the other one, 75 cents times 8. $0.75. Remember the decimal for 75 cents times 8. And that equals 6. So if these two numbers are equal, it's going to be proportionate. Okay. All right, I'm going to let you do the rest of this, students. You rock.